It's Martin here from Muller's Boxing Media. Delighted to have two special guests, Matt Kirby and Dean
Ketley.
Dean Ketley. Do apologise then for some reason. And Dean Ketley. The reason why I'm here today is Matt and Dean are currently in the middle producing a boxing gym, which basically the aim of the game is to keep kids off the street, knives down, gloves up. And that's the reason why we're here today. I've been downstairs, it's looking absolutely fantastic, it's looking busy as anything, and Matt and Dean have given me a bit of their time just for me to come up and have a chat really, and just see where the idea first come from and what the plans are in the future. So Matt, Dean, thank you for inviting me down.
Thanks for coming down.
So Matt, I know you quite well, to be honest. I've known you a couple of years. You seem to have your finger in absolutely everything, but the one thing I've always been surprised is you never had a boxing gym, like, because you put on some fantastic shows, and now you've got a boxing gym as well now, so you're going to get probably more and more fighters, and you're probably going to grow from levels to levels.
Yeah, as I said, you know, it's been on the cards for a long time now. Obviously I've known Dean for many years now. He had a fantastic gym and fantastic camp of fighters at 3DI Promotions, and 3DI he's still out, you know, he hasn't gone. Same as Triple G, hasn't gone. Dave Gillard is still involved, he's still part of the gym with myself and Dean, and we're going to build something, what's called a special. Now Dean come to me about a month ago, told me about this opportunity. I sat down with Dean, and obviously knowing Dean and his boxing background is fantastic. You know, he's you know, people know the boxing trainers in Birmingham and stuff, but seriously, I've had fighters here, and when they say they've never been trained by somebody like Dean, you know, I think he's very underestimated out there, and I think it's because you're just private, to be honest with you. You know, most people are in the faces and stuff, but he's a fantastic coach, and he come with me this opportunity to take over this gym, and what a gym it is going to be. And I just grabbed it. I said, Dean, do you know what, mate? We need to do it. Spoke to Dave. Dave is well on board. Dean's on board. We're all friends, and now obviously we're business partners, which I'm loving. But yeah. He said, like, it's just a bit of a, everyone has a bit of a, I'm going to say, growing up, you know, they have a realistic dream and then have an unrealistic dream. You know, having an unrealistic dream is having a Ferrari. But having a dream is quite realistic, but I'm just me, and I didn't think it'd ever happen. But thanks to Dean, he come with me and he gave me this opportunity and this chance to do it, so nice one.
No, so you say it was your idea then, Dean?
Yeah, so obviously I had a gym for about 4.5 years, 3DI, and then obviously lockdown hit. All went downhill from there. When the lockdown finished, bit of politics and whatnot, so I ended up leaving the gym, got rid of it all. But the passion's never there, like never left. It's always been there, but it's getting the right venue and getting the right place and for the right price. And then just out of the blue, I got a phone call off a few people. Yeah, come and had a look, read it. Obviously wanted Matt involved straight away. We've worked together with the shows, and when we've worked together, the shows have been perfect.
Yeah, they've been minted now. Yeah,
you have a good MC, didn't you, for your shows?
Yeah.
So yeah, so it's like it's great. It's a great partnership where Matt will promote. Obviously, as you know, he will promote about anything.
We've stuck by that, and we've stuck by the rules, and that's what we're doing. Dean's taking lead, obviously, with the training side of things. Yeah, my job's just to promote the gym, to make sure the gym runs smoothly. If Dean needs me for anything, he asks me, you know, and stuff, and it's straight down the line. And you know, then we got Dave as well, which obviously Dave is here today for obviously the obvious reasons I don't want to discuss, but you know, Dave is still here, and you know, when Dave's on it, you know, he has great ability, and I think this could really work. You know what I mean, Martin? I think it can work.
It will work.
It 100%.
This gym is going to be massive.
It is going to be massive, and you know, today we've been open from 10 o'clock in the morning, and mate, if 250 people have got to come through this door today, I'm being deadly serious. It's like in and out, even if just popping in to have a look, show some support. People have even come in today and just dropped a 10 in the till and said thank you. You know, just I appreciate what you're doing, and that's what we need, and we need people to sign up to the gym for it to work. But with the gym comes the shows. Now, I have got a meeting, and Dean's got a meeting with myself on Thursday at a very prestigious location in Birmingham, which I don't really want to discuss yet, because I'm a believer of if I speak too much, it's never going to happen. But it's at a lovely venue, and the things what we've got planned for that show is going to be quite spectacular. We are looking to have 3 shows for now until the end of the year to finish out. So we're looking at a day early November and probably 2 in December, one early December and one at the end of this, just before Christmas Day, and so probably the week before that. But again, you know, that's only a possible, you know, we don't know yet. But when we worked together with the September show and the December show just before the lockdown, the year before the lockdown finished, again, you know, I did a media interview with Dexter Hastings the other week, and I think we nearly had 1,000 people doing it. Just short of 1,000 people. Now, that to me, I was doing 200 tickets in Macadam Social Club. Dean always says you never have one, never again. Never. And I've had people come to me saying, I want your shows at this venue. Now, it's okay, and I really appreciate people saying that, but the problem is, I'm outselling them venues at that time. So we need somewhere where it's going to be capable for every fighter to have the friends and family there and stuff. I can't just limit it and say you only can have 5 tickets, you can have 5 tickets. Because eventually the mum and dad won't go, you know, or the friends or something like that, and they want that support.
It's not only that, it's getting the fighters matched up. You see so many shows, fighters are just threw in there because they're getting paid, and we don't want to do that no more. We've done it in the past. We've had journeymen, you pay them. It's all good said and done, having them in.
Potholes in the ground.
Yeah, and just wanting to roll after the first round.
Nothing better than 50-50 fights.
Yeah, of course. And I feel like whenever we've done a match-up and I've done a match-up, my fighters, I want them to have hard fights because it only brings out the best.
He MC'd it, so Martin, you MC'd it, you know, and that was a very long night for you, wasn't it, that night?
I think it was just the 26 fights, wasn't it?
Yeah, the 26 fights, yeah, and a lot of
speak after.
And a lot of them went, and a lot of them went the distance, and that's because the matching was right. You know, I'm not going to name and shame any shows out there because I'm not built like that, and I'm not. But you can see the card coming out, and you can see fighters you shouldn't be going in with them fighters, yeah. And you know what? That to me, that in boxing.
You don't want to give, especially newcomers. I feel like you don't want to give them false hope.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because then they think I've had fighters and they've come through.
I want to interrupt you. I know I speak a lot, but I want to interrupt you. And that's what I like about Dean, and that's one of the reasons. I've been to Dean's gym when it was 3D promotion before his partnership, yeah, and I've seen his fighters fight, and I've gone out the back, yeah, and his fighters have won, and they have won convincingly on the card, yeah. None of this home away stuff, yeah. It wasn't built like that, yeah. They've won generally, yeah. And Dean's gone out the back to him and actually said you were shit. He was honest with him. He doesn't lie to his fighters.
You got to because they can get themselves overexcited then.
Of course, I've had a lad that came years ago, and he won the fight, and I was like, look, I feel like you lost it. I feel like this is what he did wrong. He took a little bit of offence to it. He left. He joined another gym. Fought about 3 weeks later and got absolutely annihilated. And then he phoned me up and he's like, I apologise. Do you know what I mean? So
it took something for him to realise that you was actually.
I wouldn't do it.
And I've seen it, mine. I've seen it. As brutal as it is, he's like, you should have won that fight. You shouldn't have won that fight.
That's what they always say, don't they? A loss is probably one of the greatest things you can ever have because you kind of feel, you know for a fact you've got to learn. If you keep winning and you don't perform, then you, like you said, you're living a lie because one of these days you're going to come up against someone who's going to walk through it, and it's dangerous. It really because if you look at all the white collar fighters lately, I probably wouldn't say white collar, but the unlicensed, there's a lot turning pro now. You look at Fabio Woodley, you look at Jamie Stewart from Stoke, you look at
Kane Baker.
Kane Baker.
Ben
He's
Fields.
just been signed by Kappa. Ben Fields, from Birmingham. The list's endless, to be honest.
Sam Egginton. There you go. He just goes on forever.
Good lads, really good lads as well. Can box.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
So they ain't mugs on this. They ain't mugs on this scene. So for you boys to get a gym as well, it also shows where your fighters are as well. Because before, when you was at Triple G Promotions, you probably seen some fighters that you.
Do you know what? When I had Triple G, when we was obviously we still got Triple G, but when we set up Triple G, it was always difficult for us. Yeah, but we had good gyms who used to use us as the promotion to put the shows on because I'm gonna be truthful with you. Putting shows on is difficult. You know, there's a lot of stress, there's a lot of pain. You know, I'm not being funny, but the next door's goldfish granddad died. Do you know what I mean? You got a lot of them, you know, I've got a bad knee, I'm pulling out the fight, then you got to try and match with that person. And then, you know, then the expenses went higher, you know, because you have to pay journeyman costs to go in there. The next thing you're like, oh, I don't really want to do that. So it was always difficult for me to do shows. And it was tough. You know, me and Dave had sleepless nights over it and stuff, yeah. But now we've got a base, and we've got this gentleman here, man. I'm telling you now, we're going to produce some stunning shows. And we're doing 4 shows a year, maybe 5 shows a year, 5 shows in a push. Yeah, I'm looking to put shows on every 8 weeks, man.
We're going to get to see you in the ring, Matt.
Pardon?
We're going to get to see you in the ring now, because there's no excuse now. Like, he's always been saying that he wants to have one. He's got a ring downstairs. We've got Dean, the training partner.
We've talked about it. Maybe, I don't know about November. Maybe in December.
November. We'll get him on in November.
Yeah.
I've got. Do you know what? To be honest,
remember that excuses about my legs are my
That's it. You can't. My granddad's golf is done. Yeah, that's it now.
Hey, listen. I've got a better one than that. You know what I mean? I won't go into the best. You saw him using the excuse last show. It was absolutely fantastic. But no, now I've got the gym, and we are gym owners. Yeah, I have no excuse. However, I am a busy man. I do work a lot in a day, long hours, like Dean does as well. So you know, when he manages a company, it's a little bit. He manages as well. It's a nightmare. However, there isn't an excuse. I've got a key for the door. I can let myself in out of hours. So if I'm still walking around at 14 stone in the next 8 weeks, yeah, there's something wrong. So I have lost
15.
I was 16 stone. I know what. I was 16 stone. I weighed myself yesterday, and I actually was 14 and a nail. So I've lost a bit of weight. So I don't know what I'm doing. I used to have. I'm a mad geezer, eat chocolate, and that for the middle of the night, and that's a.
We all do, don't we? No. But in all seriousness, guys. We've had lockdown, so like this is probably the best time to open a gym as well, because everyone's gone through lockdown. Everyone's probably put a little bit of weight on. Everybody's seen the boxing at Eddie Hearn's garden, and seen what Anthony Joshua's done, and everybody wants to be a boxer nowadays. So for you to open a gym in Birmingham, just do you want to give us the details of where the gym is?
Well, yeah, we're based out in Toysley. It's on an industrial estate. So it's Sleasley Road, isn't it? Sleasley Road, yeah. It's right down the bottom. So as you're going past all the fence, it looks like you can't go down, but you can. We're just on the end of the corner by a big security gate, as you can see it there. The logos are going up, and yeah, massive.
And it's not in the low emission zone in Birmingham as well.
No, it's just on the outskirts.
I kind of got scared as I was coming up. I was thinking.
Tight ass. You know what? You wouldn't think of paying good money on the show, would you? He's going to start saying it now. Watch, here we go. Name and shame. Now we're based in Sleasley Road, yeah. So it's B11 to Lima Alpha. So that's 2LA, yeah. Okay.
And how do they? If anybody wants to come to the gym, what's the cost?
Contact the Facebook or Instagram page. It's £25 a month. Includes classes. Classes we'll be putting up within the next week or two.
Any single admissions?
No, only for classes. Okay. It's going to be an exclusive membership gym. You either want to pay the £25, come and train with the lads, beast mode, or you want to come and do a class.
And that's it as well, but going on what Dean said as well, we are doing kids classes as well, which we've had a lot of interest from the kids. And that's what I want, you know. I've expressed my feelings so many times about how Birmingham's so, you know, the society's crap. You know what we live in, you know, the stabbings here, left, right and centre. But mate, how many families have we come here today with the kids? The mum and dad are dragging them.
It's more, lockdowns happen, everyone's talking about themselves and adults. Oh, we've been locked up, we can't go clubbing.
I know, yeah.
What about the young kids that can't go out and play? The testosterone at the middle age now for like a male, being at home, stuck at home, 24/7, not being allowed out, it's got to be sky high, and that's where you get in the fights and they're coming out in the trouble, and then like you said, knife crimes happening because they're realising they're coming out, they're exploding. Some of them can't back it up, some of them probably can, and then obviously the knife crimes happening. And that's not just that, everything else. So
there's everything else, is fitness.
Get them off the streets. Get them doing something that they're going to learn, discipline, respect. They're going to learn a lot.
Just show them that there's more to life than what they're doing, you know, because you know, a knife crime, you look at it and it's nuts because so many families affected, even from the victim to the person who's done it.
Yeah.
You know, their mum and dad, their nan and granddads, because they're probably like it's so young. You know, then the sister's got to live forever that the brother's a murderer, or you know, he just goes on and goes on. And you know what? There's just too much heartache. You know what? I've lost friends through knife crime. You know, probably yourself. I've lost it. You know, and you know, he hit home a couple of weeks ago, and obviously for obvious reasons. But for me, it was just like this is an opportunity. Yeah, I've got a 7-year-old son. He's got kids as well. You know, he's got sons, and we just want them here. You know, we want to look after them. When they're in here, I want the parents to think they're going to a safe place, and that safe place is Champs Camps Boxing in Birmingham. And I want people to realise when they're coming here, they're going to enjoy themselves. The kids are going to get fitter. It's what Dean said. They can back things up.
Yeah.
Learn how to fight properly.
No, definitely. Well, shall we get out and have a look at the gym?
Yeah, we can get out and look at the gym.